haven't. I guess oh no, yeah, I haven't done this in a while actually. So, sorry guys for that. Also, I'm gonna have to pause the stream again. And pause right away. Gotta open up the blinds. Did that? Ready to go? Now, if I remember correctly, we were on Luke chapter 19. I haven't read this Bible in a long time. This is my Bible, but I haven't been using it this past like month and a half. I'm gonna have to make a new thumbnail since I'm in a different area. Since I'm back in Texas at my house, I got a bunch of like late Christmas presents. I think I already got my birthday presents, but I got late Christmas presents and I'm really excited. I got a PlayStation camera, which will help with my live streams on PlayStation. So that's nice. I'm also hopefully gonna get a haircut soon. So yeah. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff, so. Okay. There you go. My Bible has been opened up to chapter 19. Hold on. I'll pause it again. When I say I'm pausing the live stream, it basically means I'm just flipping the camera so that, because there's a little black piece on my cameras, on the back of my camera. So I think it's like to protect, my camera and to protect like there's an entire black piece around my iPad to like protect my iPad. But I have a little extra black piece covering the back of my camera that I'm able to flip to make it so that I can use my camera, like my back camera or front camera. I don't know what you'd say. I think it's back camera. So what I do when I say I'm pausing the stream is I just mute the live stream, which is automatically an option, and I flip the camera, which is also an option. So when it flips, it goes into a black screen, but it just is basically just looking at something black. So it covers the entirety of the screen, and it looks like I'm pausing the screen or stream. It's like completely black, so. Anyway, no. This 5 minutes has been really long. Let's try and, I don't know if we can finish Luke today, considering it's 24 chapters. I think that's right, 24, 26. 24 chapters. But we could probably at least get to, we're guaranteed chapter 20, I think. But, yeah. I'm gonna see if I don't know one of this. Okay, let's read the Gospel of Luke, chapter 19, verse 1. Then Jesus entered and passed through Jericho. Now behold, there was a man named Zacchaeus, who was a chief tax collector, and he was rich. And he sought to see who Jesus was, but could not because of the crowd, for he was of short stature. So he ran ahead and climbed up into a sycamore tree to see him, for he was going to pass that way. And when Jesus came to the place, he looked up and saw him, and said to him, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down, for today I must stay at your house. So he made haste and came down, and received him joyfully. But when they saw it, they all complained, saying, He was gone to be a guest with a man who was a sinner. Then Zacchaeus stood and said to the Lord, Look, Lord, I give half of my goods to the poor, and if I have taken anything from anyone by false accusation, I restore fourfold. And Jesus said to him, Today salvation has come to this house, because he also is a son of Abraham, for the Son of Man has come to seek and to save that which was lost. Now as they heard these things, he spoke another parable, because he was near Jerusalem, and because they thought the kingdom of God would appear immediately. Therefore he said, A certain nobleman went into a far country to receive for himself a kingdom and to return. So he called 10 of his servants, delivered to them 10 minas, and said to them, Do business till I come. But his citizens hated him, and sent a delegation after him, saying, We will not have this man to reign over us. And so it was that when he returned, having received the kingdom, he then commanded these servants, to whom he had given the money, to be called to him, that he might know how much every man had gained by trading. Then came the first, saying, Master, your mina has earned 10 minas. Wait, I'm thinking we might have already read 19. I guess I don't entirely remember, no, but we might have read 19. But whatever, it's good to, get back to where we were. And verse 17. And he said to him, Well done, good servant, because you were faithful in very little, have authority over 10 cities. And the second came, saying, Master, your mina has earned 5 minas. Likewise he said to him, You also be over 5 cities. Then another came, saying, Master, here is your mina, which I have kept put away in a handkerchief, for I feared you, because you are an austere man. You collect what you did not deposit, and reap what you did not sow. And he said to him, Out of your own mouth I will judge you, you wicked servant. You knew that I was an austere man, collecting what I did not deposit, and reaping what I did not sow. Why then did you not put my money in the bank, that at my coming I might have collected it with interest? And he said to those who stood by, Take the mina from him, and give it to him who has 10 minas. But they said to him, Master, he has 10 minas. For I say to you, that to everyone who has will be given, and from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away from him. But bring here those enemies of mine, who did not want me to reign over them, and slay them before me. When he had said this, he went on ahead, going up to Jerusalem. And it came to pass, when he drew near to Bethphage and Bethany, at the mountain called Olivet, that he sent 2 of his disciples, saying, Go into the village opposite you, where as you enter you will find a colt tied, on which no one has ever sat. Loose it and bring it here. And if anyone asks you why are you loosing it? Thus you shall say to him, Because the Lord has need of it. Because the Lord has need of it. So those who were sent went their way and found it just as he had said to them. Hello, welcome to the stream, person who was in stream. We're reading Luke. I don't know how long you've been here, but we're reading Luke chapter 19. So, verse 33. But as they were loosing the colt, the owners of it said to them, Why are you loosing the colt? and they said, "The Lord has need of him." Then they brought him to Jesus, and they threw their own clothes on the colt, and they set Jesus on him. And as he went, many spread their clothes on the road. Then, as he was now drawing near the descent of the Mount of Olives, the whole multitude of the disciples began to rejoice and praise God with a loud voice for all the mighty works they had seen, saying, "Blessed is the King who comes in the name of the Lord. Peace in heaven and glory in the highest." And some of the Pharisees called to him from the crowd, "Teacher, rebuke your disciples." But he answered and said to them, "I tell you that if these should keep silent, the stones would immediately cry out." Now as he drew near, he saw the city and wept over it, saying, "If you had known, even you, especially in this your day, the things that make for your peace, but now they are hidden from your eyes. For days will come upon you when your enemies will build an embankment around you, surround you, and close you on every side, and level you and your children." Oh my goodness, I can't get to this next page. "And your children within you, to the ground. And they will not leave in you one stone upon another, because you did not know the time of your visitation." Then he went into the temple and began to drive out those who bought and sold in it, saying to them, "It is written, 'My house is a house of prayer,' but you have made it a den of thieves." And he was teaching daily in the temple, but the chief priests, the scribes, and the leaders of the people sought to destroy him, and were unable to do anything, for all the people were very attentive to hear him. I feel like that took a while. Hello, welcome to stream. Reading Luke chapter 20. Now it happened on one of those days, as he taught the people in the temple and preached the gospel, that the chief priests and the scribes, together with the elders, confronted him, and spoke to him, saying, "Tell us, by what authority are you doing these things? Or who is he who gave you this authority?" But he answered and said to them, "I also will ask you one thing, and answer me. The baptism of John, was it from heaven or from men?" And they reasoned among themselves, saying, "If we say from heaven, he will say, 'Why then did you not believe him?' But if we say from men, all the people will stone us, for they are persuaded that John was a prophet." So they answered that they did not know where it was from. And Jesus said to them, "Neither will I tell you." And Jesus said to them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things." Then he began to tell the people this parable. "A certain man planted a vineyard, leased it to a vine dresser, and went into a far country for a long time. Now at vintage time, he sent a servant to the vine dressers, that they might give him some of the fruit of the vineyard. But the vine dressers beat him and sent him away empty-handed. Again he sent another servant, and they beat him also, treated him shamefully, and sent him away empty-handed. And again he sent a third, and they wounded him also, and cast him out. Then the owner of the vineyard said, 'What shall I do? I will send my beloved son. Probably they will respect him when they see him.' But when the vine dressers saw him, they reasoned among themselves, saying, 'This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, that the inheritance may be ours.' So they cast him out of the vineyard and killed him. Therefore, what will the owner of the vineyard do to them? He will come and destroy those vine dressers and give the vineyard to others." And when they heard it, they said, "Certainly not." Then he looked at them and said, "What then is this that is written? The stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. Whoever falls on that stone will be broken, but on whomever it falls it will grind him to powder." And the chief priests and the scribes at that very hour sought to lay hands on him. But they feared the people, for they knew he had spoken this parable against them. So they watched him and sent spies who pretended to be righteous, that they might seize on his words, in order to deliver him to the power and the authority of the governor. Then they asked him, saying, "Teacher, we know that you say and teach rightly, and you do not show personal favoritism, but teach the way of God in truth. Is it lawful for us to pay taxes to Caesar or not? But he perceived their craftiness, and said to them, Why do you test me? Show me a denarius. Whose image and inscription does it have? They answered and said, Caesar's. And he said to them, Render therefore to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's. But they could not catch him in his words in the presence of the people. And they marveled at his answer, and kept silent. Then some of the Sadducees, who deny that there is a resurrection, came to him and asked him, saying, Teacher, Moses wrote to us that if a man's brother dies, having a wife, and he dies without children, his brother should take his wife, and raise up offspring for his brother. Now there were 7 brothers, and the first took a wife, and died without children, and the second took her as wife, and he died childless. Then the third took her, and in like manner the 7 also, and they left no children, and died. Last of all, the woman died also. Therefore, in the resurrection, whose wife does she become? For all 7 had her as wife. Jesus answered and said to them, The sons of this age marry, and are given in marriage. But those who are counted worthy to attain that age and the resurrection from the dead neither marry nor are given in marriage. Nor can they die any more, for they are equal to the angels, and are sons of God, being sons of the resurrection. But even Moses showed in the burning bush passage that the dead are raised when he called the Lord the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. For he is not the God of the dead, but of the living, for all live to him. Then some of the scribes answered and said, Teacher, you have spoken well. But after that they dared not question him any more. And he said to them, How can they say that the Christ is the son of David? Now David himself said in the book of Psalms, The Lord said to my Lord, Sit at my right hand. Till I make your enemies your footstool. Therefore David calls him Lord. How is he then his son? Then in the hearing of all the people, he said to his disciples, Beware of the scribes who desire to go around in long robes, love greetings in the marketplaces, the best seats in the synagogues, and the best places at feasts, who devours widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers. These will receive greater condemnation. 17 minutes. We can read a whole 2 more chapters. Probably we'll read one more. Hello to the 3 people on the live stream. I hope you are enjoying this live stream, and I hope your day's been going well. Or morning, I guess, if it's morning. Chapter 21. And he looked up and saw the rich putting their gifts into the treasury, and he saw also a certain poor widow putting in 2 mites. So he said, Truly I say to you, that this poor widow has put in more than all. For all these out of their abundance have put in offerings for God, but she out of her poverty put in all the livelihood that she had. Then as some spoke of the temple, how it was adorned with beautiful stones and donations, he said, These things which you see, the days will come in which not one stone shall be left upon another, that shall not be thrown down. So they asked him, saying, Teacher, but when will these things be? And what sign will there be when these things are about to take place? And he said, Take heed that you... And what sign will there be when these things are about to take place? And he said, Take heed that you be not deceived, for many will come in my name, saying, I am he, and the time has drawn near. Therefore, do not go after them. But when you hear of wars and commotions, do not be terrified, for these things must come to pass first, but the end will not come immediately. Then he said to them, Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there will be great earthquakes in various places, and famines, and pestilences, and there will be fearful sights and great signs from heaven. But before all these things, they will lay their hands on you and persecute you, and delivering you up to the synagogues and prisons. You will be brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. But it will turn out for you as an occasion for testimony. Therefore, settle it in your hearts not to meditate beforehand on what you will answer, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries will not be able to contradict or resist. You will be betrayed even by parents and brothers, relatives and friends, and they will put some of you to death. And you will be hated by all for my name's sake, but not a hair of your head shall be lost. By your patience, possess your souls. But when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, then know that its desolation is near. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let those who are in the midst of her depart, and let not those who are in the country enter her. For these are the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. But woe to those who are pregnant, and to those who are nursing babies in those days. For there will be great distress in the land, and wrath upon this people. And they will fall by the edge of the sword, and be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem will be trampled by Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. And there will be signs in the sun, in the moon, and in the stars, and on the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them from fear, and the expectation of those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken. Then they will see the Son of Man coming in the cloud with power and great glory. Now when these things begin to happen, look up and lift up your heads, because your redemption draws near. Then he spoke to them a parable. Look at the fig tree and all the trees. When they are already budding, you see and know for yourselves that the summer is now near. So you also, when you see these things happening, know that the kingdom of God is near. Assuredly, I say to you, this generation will by no means pass away till all things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. But take heed to yourselves, lest your hearts be weighed down with carousing, drunkenness, and cares of this life, and that day come on you unexpectedly. For it will come as a snare on all those who dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch therefore, and pray always, that you may be counted worthy to escape all these things that will come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. And in the daytime he was teaching in the temple, but at night he went out and stayed on the mountain called Olivet. Then early in the morning all the people came to him in the temple to hear him. I'm going to use my bookmark, or am I just going to have to remember where I am? Hold on. Whatever. I'll take my bookmark out of Genesis or wherever we are. I actually can't remember where we were in the Old Testament. Just so everybody knows, the only reason I started reading the New Testament is because I didn't bring my Bible to where I used to live, because I went back to where I used to live like a month ago, so I was staying there the whole time. That's why there's been no videos or live streams. Well, no PlayStation videos or live streams. So I left my Bible there. So I was like, I don't remember where I was in my Bible, so I'm just gonna read the New Testament. So basically, we're gonna just read the New Testament, or we're gonna read the Gospels. So once we read Luke, we'll read John, and then we'll go back to where we were in the Old Testament, or we'll just restart because I might not be able to find where we were. But yeah, that was like 3 chapters, everybody. Good job. Hold on, I'm trying to put my Bible away without making it. I don't know. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I won't end it right away, but yeah. I don't know if I want to showcase some of the things I got. No. Anyway, I got a bunch of stuff. I got a PlayStation camera, which I don't want to move because I set it up. I had to set it up in a place where I wanted it to be so that you can see me at kind of an angle where it'd be like this, I'm not looking that way or that way. I'm looking that way. So, yeah. I just had to set it up, so I don't want to like mess it up. But yeah, I have a PlayStation camera, so I'll probably be doing a bit more live streams now. I think I'm done with Twitch until I can like change the channels. My Twitch channel's name, which I don't even know if you can do that. I think I'm gonna only be doing YouTube. So everybody who knew my Twitch, I'm no longer really doing Twitch. I don't think, personally, because the channel is named MXF Gone Wild, which was my initials, and then Gone Wild was because my name used to be Dupree's Gone Wild because that was my family's name, and my PlayStation has like the family PlayStation originally. So it was just we decided to put MXF Gone Wild. So it's not SPG on Twitch, but I'm not doing anything on Twitch anymore. So yeah, we will be doing more YouTube live streams. I would hope. I mean, we do the Bible reading live streams, but like gaming live streams. So yeah, you'll be able to see my face on live stream. Maybe not every live stream, but most live streams, I think. So, don't know if that will help. It probably will help with doing live streams and videos, because not only am I talking to a bunch of people, but, you know, it'll be like I'm actually having conversations with people. I don't know. Anyway, I also got a Mario picture, Super Mario Bros. Picture, so I'll probably hang that up in the background. I want to probably angle it so that you can see it, like, back there in the live stream, on these live streams, and also in a way that you can see it on the YouTube live streams, which also would be, like, back there. I'm pointing, like, not at me, but I'm trying to point there, on the wall. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, if you did enjoy, want to support the channel, and if you want to support the channel even further than that, please like and subscribe. That way, I will know that people do enjoy this content and want me to post more, because that helps to know that people support me. And if you want to support the channel even further, share the live streams and the videos just to your friends and family, and I guess anybody you know. I don't want to make this about me because this is supposed to be about God, so maybe I don't need to do this all crazy thing with the intro. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. See you guys in the next video. Probably the next live stream, because I'm actually currently grounded. I got grounded, so can't really post games for like the next 2 days, I think. I don't know how long I'm grounded for. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next live stream. My mom commented saying, always enjoy it. I don't know if she just commented that. I said that earlier. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next live stream. God bless you. Jesus loves you. Peace out.